Hi everybody, welcome to G4G here on YouTube. Today we're taking a look at a game that has been out for some time, and it was out in beta for quite a while before it actually went live. But one of the ways you could get into the beta was to do the kind of the pre-order pack for it, or like one of those founder bonuses. But I never did it, so unfortunately I didn't get into the beta. But when it went live, I went ahead and downloaded it. So this game is Sky Pirates. Sky Pirates is available from my.com, the same people who are doing Skyforge. And apparently this particular game is made by the Allods Online team. I don't know if it shares anything with their universe or whatnot, but it's an interesting game. So what you're looking at here probably is going to seem very, very familiar, in that it is very close to World of Tanks. And if you were to take a look at this and believe that, I would say you're pretty right. It does play out a lot like World of Tanks, except that it's with aerial-based gunships. So when you first get in, you will want to go through the tutorial, which will be up here where it says battle. When you go through the tutorial, you're basically given a general understanding of how the ship works. You get the forward, the back, the left, right, the up and down, how to shoot, how to pick up power-ups along the map. You get into a fight against two boats towards the end of it, and you just maneuver your way around a mini field. Now, I have actually had a match so far, and I played it with this type called the Gale. Now, the Gale is pretty interesting. It is classified as a medium difficulty, combat range below medium, dynamics above medium. Not really too sure what the above medium is for the dynamics. It was a pretty quick ship, very maneuverable, and I had solid firepower on this ship. The ability of this ship is basically a teleport. You charge up your engines for a little bit and then burst forward in the direction that you're aiming. It's good for getting out of trouble, and I also used it for engage. It was a pretty fun ship. The trainee is the one that they kind of expect you to go to after being out of the tutorial area. Mostly because it's considered a very basic ship. Then we have the Hammer, which is an engineering frigate. Its ability is cannon fire accumulates reactor energy, which can be used to install devices. There's the Thunder, which is a light torpedo clipper. The faster the ship moves, the less damage it receives. And then we have the Victoria, which is a light support corvette. I believe this is the ship that does the green beams that heal people. This one is the one that I used, was considered a medium cruiser, as is the trainee. What you do is, after you get out of battle, you have to repair the ship, similar to World of Tanks, and then you can look at your tree and go through, and I mean, this is exactly like World of Tanks, where you go to next. Excuse me, a little tired there. Where you go to next branches off of the ship that you are currently leveling up. So if you get to a certain level on the Hammer, you then unlock the Furnace, and you can get to the Windfall by either going down through the Furnace or the Vigilant and the Nimble. So it's a similar tech tree again to World of Tanks. Not really too sure what unlocks the starter in each tier, other than maybe it's a a purchasable unlock. The ship has not been researched. To research it, you must first need to earn enough experience. Research one of the previous ships. So you probably do have to get one of these beginners. And as you can see, the tree is pretty deep, at least on the Zadakandon side. This Scania side seems to be a little bit more flat. Gold ships probably are for purchase, so this Reaper over here is definitely a red currency. I'm currently running it in frameless window mode because when I was on full screen and I was here in the bay, I could not click anything to the left of Thunder. If I clicked near Victoria, it minimized my game as if I was like clicking out of bounds, and it was very, very strange. So devices are your research on per ship items. So over here I have researched an upgraded cannon for my Gale and have it installed. I have 833 experience points available right now. So I would be able to get something below that. Or I could get something above it if I had enough free experience. So I could get this Agile Universal Helm where my turn speed goes up, or I could just bank it, which is what I'm going to do now. If I click a different ship, you will notice that I have other things that I could research over here because they are different ship to ship. Now I could use my free experience to research some stuff over here, even though I've never played a hammer, but pretty much you always want to use your free experience to just top off something. So if I had 833 and I really wanted this better shield, I would spend the 833 ship experience and just a few points of free experience and I would get it. When you click Captain, you are being able to pick your portraits and everything. However, this is really the only options you have, and it's not like you're choosing a crew or anything. It's just your portrait from the scoreboard screen when you're in a match. Decorations are a way of customizing your ship, apparently with like shaders and what stickers are on your sails. So you've got some decorations over there, some customizations that you can do. Tavern is not unlocked for me. In the first battle that I played, I was unkilled and had a lot of fun with it. It was quite enjoyable, so I seem to be on a different match here, and unlike the other one being deathmatch, it seems this one is kind of a domination style. Since I'm close to A and aiming at A, I may as well go right there. And wow, that dude's fast. Friendly fire is on in this game. I was shooting somebody that I thought was the enemy team, and I got a message, hey, stop shooting because you are doing friendly fire and you don't want to do that. We've captured control point A. That is a PowerPoint down there. A little buff down here. We've captured control point C. And you can maneuver your ship up and down based on the keybind. So right now I have my right shift as up and my right control is down. So this ship is in my range. And you'll notice the overheat meter on my top cannons. That is because I was shooting at him straight on, so my forward cannons were building up heat and are now cooling down. Basically, it is similar to what you would think of for you know, ship-based combat out on the seas and everything, you have your broadside cannons, and you have your side cannons. And fortunately, I helped my teammate live over there, which is pretty cool. And the kill streak continues. When you are out of combat, your maneuverability gets better, and your shields will start to recharge. It looks like right now we own A and C, and I've got them pinched in on B. This guy definitely does see me. He got demolished.
My shield is destroyed.
So I'm taking a bit of damage, and that is this ship's ability. I basically warped out of there. Uh-oh. I'm still being followed. So I'm going to descend for this power-up over here. Still probably being tracked. Yep, there he is. He's up there.
Wind capture control point C.
And he got baited into dying. Pretty cool. You can actually stop your forward momentum and hover up and down, which is pretty neat. As you can see, my heat meter is a little aggressive on the forward cannons, so I'm just measuring my shots kind of carefully because this does seem to be a weak ship. He warped out. And apparently he seems to have died. I was wondering what my teammate was shooting at.
The battle's behind us.
So I'm above him. Probably has no idea I'm up there. Died before I could get more fire on him. I actually was second place in damage on the first map that I had played. It was really surprising because it was the first match I had ever played in this game, and I didn't die and wound up being second place. Mostly because I spent a lot of the map coming in from below people, kind of like this. For the globalness of this game, or the nationalities playing this game, I saw a lot of German in chat before my first map, and basically German and English. Can't say I've seen anything else, any Portuguese or Brazilians or anything like that. Makes me wonder what kind of a region server I'm logged into. There was only one server on my list called Alpha, and it said the population was low and everything like that. However, it was 4-ish, 4:30 EST in the morning when I happened to log in, so maybe there are more busy times. These guys definitely seem to be clustered around B pretty well. Probably not going to be able to break in there. Now, as you can see, I have no butt cannons, which is why I'm getting the "you can't do that" symbol. C might be getting under fire, but it looks like we have some support there. That guy actually whiffed on that shot pretty well. So what I'm going to do now is do an offensive leap. And I'm kind of mixing up my front and side cannons over here to keep the heat low. He's getting pretty low. Nice. The positioning of this power-up over here is pretty cool, as it's both defensive for a point, but it's also pretty solid in the sense that you could use it to attack a point as you're transitioning.
Victory. Great job, lads.
So I have now played 2 matches and haven't died. I like to see my damage on this one. I don't think it will be nearly as high, because I was just doing a lot of poke. But it's a very, very fun ship to play. Very maneuverable, and I think it's very easy. I would rate that ship as an easy, not a medium. So, unfortunately, this chat window just kind of is obnoxiously placed and gets in the way of everything. So, I won an award for participating in the first checkpoint. Score of over 2.5k. Receive one of defense and speed or powered speed bonuses while the other is in effect. First blood. Cannoneer. Let me pass. I got a lot of let me passes on the last one. Damage. So here on the statistics, it was very low on damage on this one. Killed 2, helped on 4, so that's actually pretty good. This guy over here did slightly more damage than me, but didn't seem to be part of anything. 750 on my achievement. Wow. Over on the other side, their damage numbers were not too good compared to us. Their Thunder did the most, but their Gale did not compete with me or Nakatosh, who did tremendous with his Gale. So now back over here, you'll see I'll have to repair. Cost 75 gold out of my 21k up there. There's some more German again. Maybe even some Italian. Probably this is very global over here. Now I have 1676 or 1876 experience. So if I go over to ships, you'll see there's my Gale. That is my progress over there. So I'm at 8,500 of the next ship in line after the Gale. If I go to devices, I can now pick some stuff over here. So you have the weapons tab and you have the gear tab. That is durability. This is acceleration, which is something I've been looking for. You'll see that it's asking me if I want to use 930 experience for it. That's a sign that I'm not using my free experience, and I'm making progress towards a hurricane. I have 748 left, which is not really enough to buy anything without getting free experience, so I'm just going to let it sit over here. So Tavern is not yet unlocked. I have to get to level 6. Perhaps that's where you go to make guilds or clans or something. And if I pick a different ship, I will get double experience the first time that I win with that ship, or whatever is in the bay. So eventually, as you proceed during the treaties, you'll get more than just your level 1 ships over here. So I could do a trainee, but I think I'm about done with this game for the day. It's actually a lot of fun. I used to really like World of Tanks back in the day, and pretty much played it daily. I know it is still going strong. One of my guildmates actually stopped playing WoW and now pretty consistently plays World of Tanks. And this does feel a lot like it. It's air-based World of Tanks with a little bit more maneuverability and some variety in the weapons and everything like that. So that's what I would be shooting for my front cannons. You can see that probably builds up more heat. Here are my side cannons. Nothing in the rear. I wonder if any ships do have any rear cannons. Probably not, although that would be interesting. I wonder if maybe one of the battle frigates or the heavy ships can do something like that. Research a tactical module. So I think it really wants me to try... Oh yeah, so when you research something, you have to buy it to get it equipped. So don't forget about that. Don't just research and be like, oh, it's installed. You need to go ahead and actually buy to equip it. Research a tactical module marked with a frame in the devices menu. Buy tactical, install a tactical. So that might be something like the torpedo volley over here, because I believe that would add an ability to my ship. So 1 was my little warp jump. I bet you if I had researched torpedo volley and installed it, that might go to 2. And you actually do use torpedoes in your tutorial mission and everything. So, thanks a lot for checking out this video, everybody. This is Sky Pirates from the Allods Online team, working for my.com, same people who do Skyforge. And if you like your World of Tanks, and I bet your World of Warships and everything, all your World of games like that, you're probably going to like this. It does seem to be fun, and I'm sure it's going to all come crashing down eventually when I start getting into matches that don't seem so heavily balanced towards my team, but it's been a lot of fun so far. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.